Hey, Valerie Pugsley here, and I am doing the got off track here. Let me try again. Valerie Pugsley, and today I'm going to be talking about which social media platform I love best. Well, sort of that's what I'm going to be talking about. That is actually the title for today's Veda. I don't know if I can just pick a favorite because it depends on what I'm doing at the time, maybe which client I'm working with at the time, and so it varies. So I thought I would just kind of go through the ones that I use mostly and tell you a little bit about what I like about each of them. So for a really long time, I really loved LinkedIn a lot because it's more of a B2B, and that's who I like helping is small business owners. And so that's really why I was liking LinkedIn. I think it's a great way to stay connected, to touch base, to help stay top of mind. And you don't necessarily always have to be calling or pushing. It's just a nice, subtle way to stay top of mind. Although I haven't been really using LinkedIn as much lately as I used to. So although I'm thinking about getting back into it. But right now, actually right now I'm using more YouTube because I'm working with Veda, which is the vlog every day, and more specifically within Amy Schmidhauer's social savvy sexy social community. And if you're going to do something like this, I like doing it as a part of a community because we can support each other and help each other. Another reason that I like YouTube, and this is why I would recommend it for business owners, is the whole idea of video. And I did another video on why video is important, but it's that idea that the viewer is connecting with you, the person who's doing the video. And so I think it's really an underutilized method for small business owners. And with lives like this, it's kind of an easy way to go. So that's why I like YouTube. Facebook, I use Facebook. I like Facebook for groups. I think that those are good for businesses as well. But I also, that's where I spend most of my time on Facebook, is in different groups. So it's kind of more that community effect as opposed to just the things that are on my feed. And yet, if you go on your feed, it's a great way to stay in touch with people who maybe you're not still in the same proximity with or community with, but yet you can still stay in touch with them relatively easy. So that's why I like Facebook. Also, from a business perspective, I like Facebook because of how well you can do the targeting. And then Twitter. I like Twitter for a couple reasons. Initially, I started using Twitter for traffic, and I still like Twitter for traffic, but I also like Twitter for the community effect there. One of my favorite Twitter gurus, Bridget Willard, you too can be a guru, and she's a woman that do WordPress, and so she's like the the Twitter guru. And it's a place where I kind of stay in touch with her because I see her things and I interact with them, so I can kind of stay in touch with her there. I've been getting involved with another community of people on Twitter. Actually, kind of a combination of Twitter and Periscope, so we'll use that as a lead into Periscope, which I think they're going to merge eventually anyway. I've kind of been playing around with a little bit. Again, I've found a community of people there that I like, so I like it from the community aspect. It can be very time consuming though. I've done a few videos on Periscope. I may go back to it again. I'm not sure. We'll see. But right now I'm just going to focus on the Veda. And then Instagram would be another one that I use. I don't use Instagram as much. I do post a few things there. I know a lot of younger people are going there. I think it's a great place for photographer. I have a photographer friend, and she is using Instagram. In fact, she was just telling me the other day that she got some interest for some of her photography for purchase using Instagram. So I kind of am using Instagram a little bit more just for kind of fun things, stop and smell the roses type things, stuff like that. those are kind of my takes on the different social platforms. When working with business owners and they want to use social media in their business, well, the first thing I'm going to say is I want to make sure that they have their email list going and that they're directing traffic back to that with their social media. But I have two answers as which is going to be the best one for them. So I think I take a note from the personal training field and exercise. They'll ask you what's the best exercise to do, and they'll say the one you'll do. And so I think that's true when getting started with social media. The best one to use is going to be the one that you'll use, and then the next best one is going to be the one where your market is, the people that you're, or your community. If maybe you're a nonprofit and you're trying to get community involved, whatever, but it's where they are. That's the best one to use. So that's kind of how you start. And again, I don't know that I could just say I have a favorite. It's probably whatever one I'm using at the time. So right now, I would say it's probably YouTube, I guess, is what I'm using the most, but I'm also using Facebook too. And Twitter. I don't know. It's hard to say. What's your favorite one? What one do you use the most? I'd love to hear which one you use the most, and not only which one you use the most, but why you like it. What is it that you like about that? So let me know in the comments below. Also, to make sure that you subscribe. Now that I've been getting going with this Veda, I can see where I'm definitely going to be putting up videos at least once a week going forward. This is getting me into a good routine and helping me develop some processes. So please subscribe, especially if you're a small business owner, you do direct sales, you profit, you're involved with nonprofit work. All the tips and things that I share are things to help them. So thank you for stopping by. This is my day 11 Veda, and I'll be actually posting another one pretty soon because I'm one day late, but we're still going to get it done, one for each day of the month. So bye for now.